I'm here to share my 4 basic beliefs with you today. And here's the first one: all kids are special. With every fiber of my being, from the rapidly graying hairs on this old head to the unpolished toes in my shoes, I believe that every student that walks in my classroom door is special, every single one of them. They all have their own view of the world, their own unique interests and talents, their own history, their own baggage, but they're all special, every last one of them. Now, hands up if you agree with me that every student you teach is special. I'm not surprised. I think that if you're in education and you don't share this same core belief, then we have a problem, because the kids are our why. So if you don't believe that every student that walks in your classroom door or down your hallways or on your schoolyard is wonderful and worthy of your best, then maybe you're in the wrong profession. Now, my current title is a special education teacher, and the title sometimes grates on me a bit. You see, I work with some wonderful learners who happen to have some titles and labels of their own. Things like Down syndrome, or global developmental delay, or cerebral palsy, or Fragile X, or autism, or learning disability, and so many others. But no matter what title or label we give them, first and foremost, they are kids. And hey, we all just agreed that all kids are special, right? Again and again, I've had people say to me, Ramona, you must be special to do what you do, or I could never do what you do. And I'm going to let you all in a little secret today. There's really nothing all that special about me. You see, I put my shoes on 1 foot at a time this morning, and I always struggle with my weight, and I love to golf and read and spend too much time on screens. Hey, in the right company, I've been known to swear like a sailor. It's a gift. I think sometimes people get stuck on these titles and labels, and they forget to look past them and see what I see: the kids. And kids are kids. And there's nothing special about me. I'm a teacher like every teacher in this room, like every teacher in every schoolroom on the planet. And if we believe that all kids are special, then aren't we all special education teachers? And that's my core belief number 2, that we're all special education teachers. Now, throughout my career, I've spent a lot of time in professional development learning about all these titles and labels and buzzwords. And after 20 years on the job, here's what I've learned. And it's core belief number 3, that there's always a way in. You've probably heard of universal supports before, and that's where we set up our learning environment to be accessible to all the learners in our room. Just think for a minute about a building with an elevator in it. We don't all need that elevator to get up to the 33rd floor, do we? But maybe it's hot, or we're in a hurry, or we're carrying a heavy bag. Isn't that elevator awesome? But for some folks, they'll have zero access to anything beyond the first floor without that elevator. So the elevator is a universal support. It's necessary for some of us, but it's great for all of us. And in our classroom, universal supports are things like computers or touchscreens or text-to-speech software or flexible seating. Some of our students really, really need those things, but every student in the room will benefit from them. And sometimes helping our kids is tougher than universal supports. Hey, teaching can be a tough job. Maybe it means asking an outside expert for help, or just letting the kids know they're loved. Now, I don't mean to bash husbands. Okay, maybe just a little bit. But my husband is the worst searcher on the planet. Honey, I can't find the peanut butter. It's in the pantry. But I'm in the pantry and I can't find it. And that's where I go to the pantry and move one thing to show him the peanut butter right where he left it. Often what we're looking for isn't going to be right in front of us. We might have to be creative or look at things from a new perspective. But if you believe like I do that there's always a way in, and you look for it, eventually you're going to find it. I work with some amazing kids, and they do amazing things every day, things that people told them they would never do. They can do it. They just need a little help finding their way in. And there's always a way in. Let's just take a moment and review those 3 core beliefs I already shared with you. Number 1, all kids are special. Number 2, we're all special education teachers. And number 3, there's always a way in. If you believe these first 3 things, then the 4th thing I'm going to share with you today, it's not going to be a big leap for you to make. So if we believe that all kids are special, and that we as their teachers have the power to help them find their way in regardless of their challenges, then clearly we're all special education teachers. And if we are all special education teachers, and here it is, my final share with you today, my core belief number 4. If we believe these first 3 things, then special education really isn't all that special. It's just good teaching. Thanks for listening.